everybody, what's up? Welcome back to an exciting tournament match. We are in technically the semifinals. I feel like you can only say like semi and quarter when you're dealing with like multiples of four, like the tri-finals, the Nana finals, because Nana. I don't know. It's a turn. Co-host on the desk with me as we are here in round two. At least it can definitely be called round two. The number 1 seed Abel is going up against the number 15 seed Antonio, going up against the number 9 seed Cameron Holzmann. Coho, welcome to the desk. Thoughts on the match?
I think Triple Threat Tournament spells chaos and headaches, but also so much entertainment. And I'm so excited to see these three play. Holzmann, not a beautiful season last year, has definitely come back this year, making up for that, playing real well. Antonio and Abel, they are just a team to be reckoned with, and now they're both here against each other one-on-one. I think that makes for an interesting dynamic where you have two teammates facing off with a third entity as strong as Holzmann. I think those three are going to make for a good match.
I'm excited. Let's see what happens in the promos.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I don't like doing promos by myself. I also don't like playing teammates and faction mates, and that's all I've been doing. So this is, it's not a good night for me. No, I'm excited. Let's get it going. Collect these nuts for the win.
Yeah, I never know how to follow Abel. This is really weird to be going up against him. Cameron's also no joke. But yeah, this is a really weird, just civil war, especially among Galactic nuts. And just as long as one of us wins, I'm happy. So no offense to Cam, but I hope that either me or Abel win. And yeah, let's just get this going. Man, this is already weird enough. Let's go.
Yeah, like my opponent said, it's kind of 2 against 1, both members of Galactic Nuts, those members being Antonio, Chavez, and apparently Mick Jagger. But no, I'm excited for this. Coho brought up my last season, and I was told that we wouldn't talk about that anymore, so I'm a little upset. But no, I'm excited. Hopefully I can beat the odds and come out on top, but we'll see what happens.
Coho, we're back from the promos. You've been called out, sir.
I have been, and you know what? We'll just pretend that Holzmann won 17 belts last season and was the best to ever do it. Make him feel better.
Agreed. I'm very excited for this match. Let's get right into it. Coho, how's round number 1 going to work?
Round number 1 works just like this. You guys are going to get 10 questions from 10 different areas within the realm of fandom fights. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
No, you get to go.
Great. None of you are in the right spot. There we go. Okay, Coho, hit him with question number 1.
I would love nothing more. Your first question, guys, comes in the category of the wizarding world. What specific spell is Harry trying to learn under his bedsheets while hiding from Uncle Vernon at the beginning of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban?
You watched these recently?
I have been enjoying this little thing called retirement, so I have not watched a Harry Potter film in a while.
I get it. We watched them. I'm introducing someone to them because they were quoting them without having seen them. I was mad. 5, 4,
Education.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Abel.
Lumos.
We'll go to Holzmann.
Lumos Maxima.
And Antonio.
Lumos Maxima.
Lumos Maxima is correct. We did ask for the specific one. So Antonio and Cameron, we'll start off with the lead as we get to the second question, which comes in the category of DreamWorks. Penny and Sherman steal a flying machine from what historical figure in Mr. Peabody and Sherman? Sometimes, so I don't want to distract. Sometimes, one of these players has internet issues, and when I ask a question that I think they would know right away and they don't move, I'm like, oh no, are they gone? And now they probably know I'm talking about them. But
it's me, and it happened.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Holzmann.
Leonardo da Vinci.
We'll go to Antonio.
Before I'm hoping Assassin's Creed help me out, Leonardo da Vinci.
And Abel.
Still love that game. Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci is correct. What's the next question, Coho?
Your next question comes to the category of DC. Who voices the Riddler in the Lego Batman movie?
I'm just going to really quickly close out my Facebook tab. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because it's
whatever. That's fair.
now we all awkwardly watch this. It's just like the tab closes and we're like,
My eyes were locked there, making sure no funny business. 5, 4,
Repeat.
3. All right, that is Abel's
All right.
first repeat.
Your question again. Who voices the Riddler in the Lego Batman movie?
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm a fan of said category. Maybe just a little bit.
Is he even from there?
No,
That feels like a misrepresentation.
From Smallville.
it's
Ireland.
interesting. It's interesting.
5,
I saw it in a store at the Mall of America. It's mine.
2,
Oh, this symbol stands
1.
for hope.
Hands down. We'll go to Antonio.
I need to rewatch this movie. John Mulaney?
We'll go to Abel
Conan O'Brien.
and Holzmann.
Conan O'Brien.
Damn it.
Conan O'Brien is correct. Cameron has taken the lead. It is 3-2. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of the MCU. In Thor: The Dark World, Sif and Volstagg give the Collector the ether because they state that what specific object is on Asgard? Do you like Asgard? Have you been?
Asgard is lovely this time of year.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
especially
Yeah, it's been great.
the rainy season, but like it's a pretty rain. You know?
Exactly. It's a little humid. Not too humid, though. It's just the right temperature.
5, 4, agree. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Abel.
I don't think this is right. The Tesseract.
We'll go to Holtzmann
I also have the Tesseract.
and Antonio.
I'm not sure if it's right either. Tesseract.
It is right. The
Oh,
Tesseract.
okay.
That's correct.
I was like, it's there.
Yeah.
All correct. Let's get your next question in the category of James Bond. Which Bond film features the characters Edmund Slate, Greg Beam, and Renee Mathis? It's always a tightrope act. You have the
That's good.
names.
No, that was good. You did well. Sometimes I'll see Tim about to read a question and I'm just at the ready, like,
right.
you need help? I'm here.
It's definitely the thing where it's like dust off the cobwebs. How did they say these things?
5, 4, 3,
Repeat.
1. That is Holtzmann's first repeat. Go ahead, Cole.
All right, your question again. Which Bond film features the characters Edmund Slate, Greg Beam, and Renee Mathis?
You know any Gregs?
I don't know any Gregs, but I know many, many, many Renees.
Interesting.
That's right. I think I know one.
I know of one, for sure.
I think it's the same one.
4, probably. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Holtzmann.
It's one of the two with Matheson, and I said Quantum of Solace.
Antonio.
Yeah, I went with the shittiest Craig movie, Quantum of Solace.
And Abel.
Second on both those answers.
Quantum of Solace is correct. 5-4. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of horror icons. What is the first name of the wheelchair-bound Dream Warrior in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors?
What's the weirdest dream you have ever had?
I don't remember my dreams often, though my girlfriend has been having a lot of dreams recently where I break up with her, and then I get in trouble the next day.
A lot of my dreams involve tight roping over a bear's den. The bears are all Caleb Boatman.
Oh, God! Run!
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Antonio.
Timmy. I don't know.
Abel.
Is it Will?
And Holtzmann.
I said Joey.
Will is the correct answer. With that, there are no more perfect rounds. Abel catches Cam. It's 5-5. Antonio with 4. What's the next question, Coho?
Your next question comes in the category of my favorite. It's Pixar. Your question is, who voices Chick Hicks in Cars?
See, I don't know, because like Tim does that for Middle Earth, and he does it like kind of jokingly for James Bond.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one I would do. Like at one point it would have been MCU. Now it's kind of like my favorite, I guess.
It's like you gotta like pick one. I would be the weirdo that like as much like Pixar probably the objective correct answer for me, but I'd probably say DC. I'd probably say like DC's my favorite just because of how much I love like the things I love in it.
4, 3, even like Wizarding World, they put shitty ones in. 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Abel.
I confused him with Doc Hudson for a second. Michael Keaton.
Holzmann.
Michael Keaton.
Antonio.
Let's get nuts. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is correct. Keeping pace here as we move to the next question. Comes in the category of American Spies. Your question is, what is Hunley's first name in the Mission Impossible franchise? For a lot of first names.
So I adopted a dog, and I've had him now for about a month and a half, and he's a very sweet boy. His name is Chip. He sleeps down here next to me, and he is just the gassiest dog I've ever had, and he is gassing me out of my room at the moment.
That's unfortunate. I was going to say he hasn't barked once. What a good boy, but yeah, that's
he is a good boy. It's just he's asleep, and he just decides to poison me.
3.
I repeat.
All right, that is Holtzman's second repeat. The question again. What is Hunley's first name in the Mission Impossible franchise? That is just unfortunate. Is there a door or a window you can open?
I have a door, a patio, and a bedroom door, all open.
Damn. That's
so bad.
I had the wrong character.
5, 4.
He's asleep too.
3.
He just looks innocent.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Holtzmann. Yeah.
I was writing Kittredge's first name at first, but Alan.
Antonio.
Jack. I don't know.
And Abel.
Like a velociraptor would say, Alan.
I was thinking that too. Alan is correct. Cam and Abel extend the lead 7-7. Antonio 5. What's the next question, Coho, that you can read?
I don't know if you continuously do this on purpose or if it's continued to be an accident, but your penultimate question comes in the category of sci-fi icons. And your question is, what is the name of the system that rose to take over the world instead of Skynet in Terminator Dark Fate?
Your thoughts on the word pentultimate. Do you think that's a word? Pent, like with a T? No? Yeah, that's a no. It's just in 5, 4. No, it's
I just can't let it die.
Creepy.
All right, that is Abel's second repeat. Go ahead, Coho.
Your penultimate question again. What is the name of the system that rose to take over the world instead of Skynet in Terminator Dark Fate?
See, penultimate is a word. It means like the second to last. If pentultimate is a word, I would think it would mean like the 5th to last.
Probably.
Which is weird that it would have a name for that.
Yeah. However,
Answers in.
I've committed to this bit too long.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Antonio.
Legion.
Abel.
Legion.
And Cameron.
City Unity.
Legion is correct with that. Abel takes his first lead. It's 8. Cameron with 7. Antonio with 6. Very close game as we get to the ultimate question here in round number 1. It comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. And your question is, which Worlds of DC film features a man being possessed by one of the main antagonists inside a subway station bathroom? Oh, that's not how you spell that. I don't know what a bathroom is.
I just noticed it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a real thing, Coho.
A bathroom?
A pentultimate. No, it's a...
What is
it's
a
like
pentultimate?
A little puzzle-looking thing. You should look it up. 5, 4. It's a Rubik's Cube, but a pentagon.
Repeat.
3, 2. All right, that is Antonio's first repeat. Question again. Which Worlds of DC film features a man being possessed by one of the main antagonists inside a subway station bathroom? Yeah,
it's a song.
She showed me. It's a song too?
It's a song by a band called Ocean Arta.
Oh.
Interesting.
I'm sorry for all the years. I mean, I guarantee you it doesn't mean what you've been saying it means. But
there is something called a master pentultimate.
5, 4. This is crazy. How have we not looked this up before? 2.
I don't know.
1. Pens down. We'll start with Abel.
Suicide Squad.
Cameron.
Suicide Squad. No the.
And Antonio.
Yeah, try to forget that movie. That's why it took me so long. Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad is correct. But with that, that'll bring us to the end of round number 1. Very close game. Abel in the lead with 9, followed by Holtzmann with 8, followed by Antonio with 7. 1 point game as we get into round number 2. Coho, how is round number 2 going to work?
Round number 2 works like this. This is the lovely wheel round from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt multiple choice, but it devalues it down to being only worth 1. If you don't like the category you land on the first time, you can, in fact, spin again. There is stealing in this round, which makes a lot more with 3 people playing, so be aware.
Indeed. All right, your categories on the wheel today are Middle Earth, Star Trek, horror icons, fandom quotes, Disney animation, Pixar, scores and soundtracks, Planet of the Apes, American Spies, and Law and Order. With that being said, Abel, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Cameron?
Coho's hella frozen. I'll spin first.
Great.
Really?
Then we'll do the spin while Coho freezes, and then we'll deal with that after. Abel, this will be your first spin.
He's about to yell at somebody.
Abel lands on Planet of the Apes, so just keep it or spin again.
Cheers. I'll go again. I'll respin.
All right. This is
You're
your
getting
second
no
spin.
unicorn.
We'll have to keep what it lands on this time. It is scores and soundtracks. All right, Coho, now that you apparently never left, but you're back anyway, would you like to give Abel his questions and scores and soundtracks?
I would love nothing more. Abel, your first question in the category of scores and soundtracks. 21 Guns by Green Day and New Divide by Linkin Park appear in which sci-fi icons film?
Five, 4, 3.
The Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who composed the score for 1966's Batman?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat, please.
All right. That's your final repeat.
Your question again. Who composed the score for 1966's Batman?
Neil Hefti.
That is incorrect. Cam and Antonio with the chance for a 2-point steal.
Answer's in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Cameron
Nelson, riddle me this, Batman.
and Antonio.
More question mark for riddles.
That's fair. Nelson Riddle's correct, so Holzmann will get a 2-point steal.
All right, Ollie, your third question.
Mm-hmm.
How many people have composing credits on a Star Wars film?
This is a fun exercise.
5, 4, 3, 2.
3. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Antonio and Cam, the chance for a 2-point steal.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Cameron
4.
and Antonio.
4.
4 is correct for a 2-point steal.
All right, Abel, your penultimate question. What Elton John song plays over Eggsy and Harry storming Poppyland in Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
Saturday night's all right for fighting.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Scores and Soundtracks. Who composed the score for Eternals?
Five.
Ramin Djawadi.
That is correct for 2 more points.
All right.
At the end of his turn there, I got Abel up to 15 points.
That's what I have. And with the steals, I have Holzmann at 12 and Antonio at 9. All right, then we will bring back up the wheel. Mr. Holzmann, you are leading Antonio. Would you like to spin or defer?
I will defer.
All right, then. Antonio, this will be your first spin. In the words of Tim, oh no, whatever shall you do?
I will stick with that.
Sounds like a plan. All right, Antonio, I'll be giving your questions in the category of law and order. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
Your first question. Which Law and Order film features antagonists named Juntao and Sang?
Rush Hour 1.
Take that for 2 points. That is correct. All right, your second question. Die Hard 2 primarily takes place at what kind of location?
Airport.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Who plays Mike and Marcus's captain, Conrad Howard, in the Bad Boys trilogy?
Joe Pantoliano.
You accept that for 2 points. That is correct. All right, Antonio, your penultimate question. Near the end of Lethal Weapon 2, Murtaugh kills 2 assailants at his home using what specific tool?
A nail gun.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What is Detective John Taggart's police rank in Beverly Hills Cop and Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Sergeant.
That is correct for 2 more points and a clean sweep of Law and Order. I have Antonio getting his score up to 19 tally marks. I hate them. Is that what you have, Coho?
That is indeed what I have.
All right, then we'll bring back up the wheel for Mr. Holtzman's Mr. Holtzman's spin at the wheel. Here we go.
I should have trusted my instinct when I put up the 2 and spun seconds, I guess.
You land on Middle Earth. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll spin again.
All right. Here we go. You'll have to keep what it lands on this time.
Yeah.
It lands on
Oh, thank God.
Disney Animation.
That was too close to quotes for comfort. Thank the Lord. Praise be.
Mr. Coho,
Yes.
would you like to give Mr. Holtzmann his questions in the category of Disney Animation?
I would
Very
love nothing more. All right, Cam, your first question, Disney Animation. Which Disney animated film features a character causing the glacier they are on to collapse, sacrificing themselves in order to save others?
Brother Bear.
That is correct for 2 points.
Canada.
Your second question. Who voices Iago in Aladdin?
Gilbert Gottfried.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your third question. In Strange World, what does Ethan name the amorphous blob who at first tries to get him eaten, but then saves him?
Yeah, we're going to go multiple choice on that one. Nobody saw this movie.
I did.
I mean, I did, but...
Your multiple choice options are A, Squishy, B, Splat, C, Spot, or D, Stretch.
B.
B, Splat is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question in the category of Disney Animation. In Pinocchio, Lampwick begins to turn into a donkey while playing what game?
Pool. Or billiards.
That's correct for 2 points. Yes. Your final question in Disney Animation. What happens to Tigger to make him promise to never bounce again in the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, his tail breaks, B, he gets stranded at sea, C, he gets stuck in a tree, or D, he destroys rabbits' crops.
A.
A is incorrect. Antonio and Abel, chance for 1 point. Still, your options again are A, his tail breaks, B, he gets stranded at sea, C, he gets stuck in a tree, or D, he destroys rabbits' crops.
Intentionally put a little tongue twister in there. Answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Abel.
C.
And Antonio.
Here's a D.
C is correct, so I will get the 1 point steal on that one.
All right, so that'll bring us to the end of round number 2. Cameron and Antonio tied for the lead with 19. Abel following closely behind with 16. Is that what you have, Coho?
That's exactly what I answered.
All right, then. We'll move into round 3. Coho, how's round 3 going to work?
Round number 3 is the betting round, and it works like this. We are going to give you the category. You're going to tell us how many points you like to bet between 1 and 2 points. 0, 1, and 2 points. I used to do this flawlessly. You'll be getting these questions until there's a mathematical elimination or the score reaches 0. I don't believe anyone's reaching 0 at this point.
All right, then. We'll get to the first category that you can bet points on. That category is James Bond. Let's get bets, starting with Abel.
2.
All right, and Holzmann.
I wrote the name of my favorite Holes character.
And Antonio.
You said 1.
All right, your question in James Bond. Who kills Dr. Obruchev by pushing him into a pool of acid at the end of No Time to Die? Do you have time?
I'm a very busy retirement home occupant.
Mm.
I have lots of shuffleboarding to do and not much time for death.
I get it. Very time consuming. Let's say.
I'm in the number 1 contenders match of the shuffleboard league.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Holtzmann, who bet 0.
Is it Madeline Swan?
We'll go to Antonio, who bet 1.
I forgot her name. I know it's the female 007.
And Abel.
Nomi?
Nomi is the correct answer. Abel will gain 2 points. Antonio will lose 1, and Holtzmann will stay right where he is. Holtzmann now has the lead, 19, and Antonio and Abel are tied at 18. As you get to the second category, you can bet points on, which Coho is so excited to tell you about.
So excited to say.
Ones.
Give us a countdown.
It's the category of American Spies.
We'll get bets starting with Cameron
Yeah, I think we're all going to start running, too.
and Antonio
Yeah, you're correct, too.
and Abel.
2.
All right, what's the question, Coho?
All right. Your question in American Spies. Who plays Deep Dream CEO Aaron Kallur in Jason Bourne? That's the song from Stranger Things says everyone is running up that hill.
Everyone, this is just the cycle of life, man. First you're Jason Bourne, then you have No Time to Die. And there's a lot of stuff in the middle. Taxes.
A lot of it in the middle.
But mostly taxes.
A lot of
5,
taxes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Holtzmann.
Riz Ahmed.
We'll go to Antonio.
Yeah, he was horrible in this movie. Riz Ahmed.
And Abel.
Riz Ahmed.
Riz Ahmed is correct. Everyone will gain 2 points. Cameron still has the lead by 1. As we get to the third category, you can bet points on it. That category is Planet of the Apes. We'll get bets starting with Antonio.
0.
And Abel.
2.
And Holtzmann.
We have decided to stop running.
The question of Planet of the Apes. Which Planet of the Apes film features a device called the Authenticator, which pressures people into telling the truth? If you need a technical repeat, I heard some background noise.
Yeah, but I think I got you. Can you just the name of the device?
Technical repeat. I'll just give you the whole thing. Technical repeat. Which Planet of the Apes film features a device called the Authenticator, which pressures people into telling the truth? Yeah. I get that.
We could have done a lot of things differently today, you know.
Yeah, but every day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Holzmann. Bet 0.
I'm freezing a little bit, but Conquest of the Planet of the Apes.
Antonio.
I went with the original, the Apes. 68.
And Abel.
Escape from the
Conquest of the Planet of the Apes is the correct answer. So Antonio and Holzmann will stay right where they are. Abel will lose 2 points, go down to 18. But Antonio still at 20 and Holzmann at 21. Still a very close game as we get to the penultimate category, which Coho is going to tell you all about.
Your master penultimate question is in the category of Wizarding World.
Let's get bets, starting with Abel. Holzmann.
I have decided to run some.
And Antonio.
It's Harry Potter. I have to go with 2.
All right, what's the question, Coho?
Your question is, in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, it is revealed that Barty Crouch Jr. was originally apprehended during whose trial?
I like trials.
Do you need first and last name?
We do not.
I like some. Not when they're not.
Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Abel.
Okay.
We'll go to Holzmann.
I wrote Igor, which is his first name.
We'll go to Antonio.
I wrote both his names, Igor Karkaroff.
Igor Karkaroff is correct. We can give points to everybody involved. Here is the
I might
situation.
spell his last name wrong enough that it's going to screw me. Let's erase it.
Here's the situation. Cameron Holzmann in the lead with 23, followed closely by Antonio with 22, followed closely by Abel with 20. Everyone is still in it as we get to the final category. You can bet points on, and that category is YA. Let's get bets, starting with Holzmann.
1.
Antonio.
2.
And Abel.
2.
All right, I'm not going to tell you the sitch because a whole lot of stuff could happen. Sudden deaths in play, winners in play, lots of stuff. Like I said, your question in YA. In The Death Cure, the villain Jansen reveals he has caught the flare on what part of his body? These are very tense.
Might as well be camping.
Feels like there's a bee in the ear.
It does.
We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Abel.
It's been really all arm.
We'll go to Antonio
His hand.
and Holtzmann.
I said leg.
Ladies and gentlemen, time for sudden death
Oh,
between Abel and Holtzmann. Antonio, unfortunately, eliminated. So we'll remove Antonio. The answer was arm. Because Holtzmann only bet 1, he only loses 1. Abel bet 2. They're both at 22. Antonio goes down to 20. He is out of the running, so let's get into sudden death. All right, gentlemen, welcome to sudden death. Here's how it's going to work. Normal round 1 questions. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer. First person to take a lead will be the winner. Second person, or person who doesn't win, doesn't get a loss. So, all right, it's fine. Your first question in sudden death. Which sci-fi icons film features a group called Rehabs? You know, we obviously don't say the category in sudden death to make it more difficult, but I think they could probably gather which category this one was.
I'm glad you do because I'm lost. I got it.
Oh, you lost. Okay, it's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Abel.
RoboCop 3.
And Holzmann.
RoboCop 3.
RoboCop 3 is correct. On you go.
Sorry, there's my eraser, and by eraser I mean sock.
Coho, what is the next sudden death question?
Your next question. Bad Ape shows Caesar that he was once from the Sierra Zoo by giving him what kind of stuffed animal in War for the Planet of the Apes?
What is it good for? Not much.
Absolutely nothing.
You should rename your dog Bad Dog.
I should, with the way he's attacking me right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Holzmann.
Lion.
And Abel.
I said monkey.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for alligator. Possible room for crocodile in there, as it looks like both. But either way, neither correct. We'll get to the third question in sudden death. What is the name of the temple in Kathmandu where Doctor Strange trains to be a sorcerer in Doctor Strange? Whew. Oh, my back is...
He has moved
on another
underneath my
level.
desk, and he is not stopped. He's sitting by a vent and continuing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Abel.
Almost blanked. Kamertage.
And yeah, you okay? Great, Holtzmann. Yep, that's correct. Still tied. Coho, what is that next question that you totally have at the ready? Go.
Next question. What is the name of the project inside Jotunheim that the team is infiltrating in the Suicide Squad?
My goodness. So much is happening. We are working on it. Indeed. Coho, maybe you want to do the countdown?
Sorry, I'm laughing at a certain individual who was backstage.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Abel. Pens down, Abel. All right, you're good. We'll go to Holtzmann.
Project Starfish.
And Abel.
Project Starfish.
Project Starfish is correct.
I was like, Stargazer? No, that's the Predator.
All right, your fifth question in the sudden death. In Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, what type of location do Loomis and Jamie hide together from Michael before Rachel reappears to save them? So many questions getting used. Panic attack.
So many.
Lordy.
Oh, God. Chip. Dude. This is too much. I hate this.
We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Abel.
School?
And Holtzmann.
Don't they hide in a coffin at one point?
And your winner, Abel de Leeuw. School was indeed the correct answer. I do believe Jamie hides in the coffin at one point, but Loomis and Jamie together hide in that there school. Coho, possibly the best match we've seen. It's the second time someone's gone to sudden death in this triple threat match, or this triple threat tournament. Coho, some brief thoughts.
I think all three competitors came to play hardcore today. This one was intense down to the point where anyone could have won it on the last question and beyond. When you go 5, potential 6 questions deep into sudden death, you're looking at one hell of a showcase from 3 very good competitors. So The Abel very justified win today. Stuck it out. Definitely a perseverant win.
That was crazy stuff. Let's talk to our competitors today. We'll start with Antonio. Antonio, I don't know if you did the math at the same time, but you were about from here to like here. You were about this far off from the win. That would right would have won you the match.
Yeah.
But up until then, you were outpacing Abel, who's the number 1 seed. You were beating Holzmann at one point. You came in the lowest ranked seed of the three of you. Based on your rankings, you technically were the only one who quote wasn't supposed to be here. And I think up until that last question, you were maybe the favorite to win. So how are you feeling about the match, playing both Abel and Holzmann? I think you had a great show.
Well, first of all, I'm just happy that Abel made it because I'm just glad, it's my teammate, faction mate. I'm just glad that he's able to keep on repping Fun MC. I'm a little bit surprised by my performance because, when it comes against Abel, I'll be ranked number 1. And even Cameron and I've been, just been all over the place that I really had that much chance to study. But I was just glad to keep it competitive. My round 1 is always something that I always feel like I get better on, but I was glad to make it over round 2. And then had to be a movie that I actually fairly recently saw with Maze Runner. But at least my fiance is going to help me rewatch all of them, so maybe that will not trip me up in the future anymore. So, but I'm just glad that Abel won, and I hope to be back very soon because I always don't like to let it end that close. But I'm just happy Abel won, and I'll be back. I'll be back soon.
Indeed, you will, Antonio. Like I said, great match, fantastic stuff. You did come in third, but you won the last one, so it evens out. You exit the tournament with an even record. So congratulations on a great performance as we bring in our second place finisher today by a hair, Cameron Holzmann. That was some wild shit, my friend. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, sure.
I know you came out on the short end of the stick, but some upsides. You leave without a win. You're in probably the best match of the tournament thus far, I would have to say. Abel had to really come from behind. I told Antonio he was winning at one point. Definitely towards the end, you were winning at one point. And you were coming in technically in the third spot as the number 9 seed. You're the lowest ranked person who should have made it to this round. But you stuck it out. You did fantastic stuff. And when it goes that deep into sudden death, there's really no shame in losing no matter who lost. Yes?
Yeah, no. At the time that this match is going on, we are knee deep in the Melee tournament as well. And I've been putting most of my focus into that. So the fact that I was able to take Abel, who is number 1 seed, has played insane this year, has played for titles, and Antonio, who played alongside him and held their own against Brittany and Tyler. The fact that I was able to take him that far into sudden death, and there was those few moments where it looked like I might have had him, and at the last second he got it. But no, it came down to it. YA is a category that I normally feel good about. But today I wasn't feeling amazing. And then you said Death Cure, which is the one movie in that category that I've only seen once. I watched it once like 2 years ago for Fandom, and that was it. And so all of a sudden I was like, well, this is a guess. I'm glad I bet 1 because I might not hit this. Let's find out. And then, yeah, just like horror icons being that last one in the sudden death. Everyone knows that's not one of my favorite categories, but I'm very proud of how I played today, being able to keep pace with the two of them, who I'm sure when it came time to put things on the wheel, worked together to figure some things out, and being able to push Abel as far as I did, considering things that we don't talk about anymore. I feel very good.
Great. Reference a little bit over my head, but you can tell me after. Holzmann, you played very well. I'm sure we will see you.
The thing that I got mad at Coho for talking about at the beginning of this match,
well,
where we don't mention how things went.
Of course, yeah, because that didn't even happen. Holzmann, we will see you post-tournament. You definitely performed very well throughout this tournament. We will see you there for sure. As we bring in our winner today, by a nose, Abel de Leeuw. Abel, this was my hope in sort of orchestrating this tournament. In a regular match, Holzmann has you beat in round 4,
yes.
Or not round 4, in question 4 in round 3, because he wouldn't need to bet at that point. But because he's also playing Antonio, who's nipping at his heels, he has to bet that 1 point, lowering him just enough for you to sneak in, catch up, and then go 6 questions deep into sudden death. Holzmann is very right. There were several instances where I'm counting down 5, 4, and I was like, oh, he hasn't written yet, and then you scribble something at the last second, and it's the right answer. Abel, you've told me prior that You get nervous when the pressure's on. How'd this do for you?
Is that a joke question? Bro, I'm shaking. Okay, this is the biggest roller coaster I've been on. I don't go to theme parks. No, this was great. Everybody knows that. I mean, it's out in the open. Scores and soundtracks is by far my weakest category. So for me to hit that, I think I made up a guy. I don't know.
I think so.
And then
I don't know who that guy is. So
I think he's the Batman TV series composer. But then the fuck up that Star Wars question was I just really wanted to go for it. Because at that point I was like, they're gonna get steals. Yeah, this was a lot. These guys are obviously great. It's never nice to play your buddy. It's a different fire. But yeah, I'm buzzing, man.
Absolutely. And you had those opposite fires going at the same time. So I can only imagine how you're feeling. Abel, you will be moving on to the finals. This is your first tournament, and you're making it to the finals. Whole lot of people you could be playing against. I'm literally just going to list off who they could be. Tyler Birch, David Garcia, and Igor Kosick will be one spot, and then Robert Kastner, Amaru Moses, and Albert Ware Harmer will be the other. They've got quite what's the word? A handful in you, my friend. I think you may have come in at the 1 seed, but I think you've definitely been a little underrated up to this point. I don't think that's the case anymore, and I think any combination of those people you play in the next round might be a little nervous. So, Abel, go ahead.
I just want to say that both of these matches, these people have really made me earn it. Obviously, I'm rooting for Bobby C to crush it in his match so I can go up against yet another buddy throughout this entire tournament. But no, all of these people are doing great. Shout out to Igor, by the way. What a fucking season he's having. Looking good. I just want to play Joe and Brittany. That's all I'm looking for.
Great. Well, we'll see if we can make it happen. Abel, congratulations on the win. We'll see you in the finals. Coho, why don't you put a bow on it while I find the things that's taking forever to find.
I think what we just witnessed is the gold standard of what a triple threat can be. These three going toe-to-toe, face-to-face, keeping it within just, I think, total 3 points between first and third going into the final question, and having that big of a swap, that big of a flip, and to see, like, Abel just get, honestly, his weakest thing and still pull off that win and fight through round 3 and make that comeback is really impressive to see. So I think all three played their hearts out, and I can't wait to see where all three go next.
Agreed 100%. Thank you to Coho for hosting this one. Thank you to Abel. Thank you to Holzmann. Thank you to Antonio. Thank you to Tim for editing this one, and we'll see you all next time. All we've got left is the finals. We'll see the finals next week, so check it out on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.